Hi there, good night. Welcome back to a new video where I'm trying something a little bit different. So we're no longer going to have the musical intro. Instead, we're just going to get straight into the video. Now, for this video, last night I was at the shop because I wanted pine to eat. And I saw they had these kids cheap watercolor palette for sale. And I decided to buy it to test it out for myself. Now, one of these palette is for $180, but there's a smaller palette which I might go back and buy for $140, and I'm just buying it for the sake of buying it. And next thing too, I got two different types of paper here. They're both cheap, but one is thicker than the other, and I got the book for $200 out at the supermarket. There are two different books with two different type of paper. The one on the left was the thick type, the one on the right was the thin type. But I'm not gonna give you my opinion on the paper right now. Instead, I'll give you my opinion on the paint. So for the paint, I've got to say they were very pigmented, and they weren't really what I expected. I expected them to be cheap and chalky, but when they dried, they weren't chalky, and I like it. For a cheap watercolor set, I've got to say these sets were pretty amazing. And then I realized I didn't try the white, and I just did this galaxy creepy thing. So when it comes to blending, these paints blend amazing, and if you just look carefully at what I did, like I said, they blend amazing. And as for being light fast, so when I finished with the swatches, I decided to go put it in the sun, and then I came back in and decided to ink the drawing. And if you go look at my TikTok, you will see I didn't show the drawing process on there, but it was a pretty fun video to make. Anyway, the idea from this drawing came from the series Sweet Tooth that I've been watching on Netflix. And even though it is not quite like Sweet Tooth, and she's a girl and you can barely see her ears, that's where I got the inspiration from. And the second one was just a drawing of a girl. But I've got to say, I loved the first drawing a little bit more than what I loved the second drawing. But they were both pretty awesome, and I encourage you to try and draw, and just try drawing anything, or just scribble on the paper. But it would be amazing if you could go check out my TikTok. I would really love that, and I'm on there as Ashley A. Alexander, but I'm on Instagram as Mischievard, and I'm on Twitter, but I don't really use Twitter that much, but I'm on Twitter as Mischievard too, and I'm on Facebook as Ashley A. Alexander. So but I'm not really on Facebook. I don't really be on Facebook. Anyway, mixing the paint together to get a skin tone, because I didn't want to use any of the brown that they have. I wanted to make my own skin tone. So something that I've noticed with an old watercolor painting kit, this did not happen with this one, but I just wanted to point it out, was that one of my old watercolor painting kit, a cheap watercolor painting kit, when I tried mixing the color, you'd see the color separating. With this one, it mixed pretty easily. I got the color that I wanted, and it was pretty easy working with this watercolor kit. I gotta say, I was pretty impressed with it, but of course you're gonna see some of the mistakes that I've made, and putting in the blush was also one of the easier part, and making some area darken to show the face, give the face a little bit more detail, that was also a little bit easy to do. Again, I really hope you guys like this painting, because I had a bit of fun doing it. However, I still felt that it didn't have that pop of color that I usually like. I wanted it to be a little bit more bright, cheerful, and colory, but I guess I had to settle for this. Anyway, coming back to talking about the kit, You don't need to spray it and leave it for the water to go in. You just pick up a paintbrush, wet the paint, and it's ready to go. And the colors that it have for the price, I think it's a wonderful deal. And it's just perfect, especially if you're on the go. Of course, I didn't use the brush that it came with because it's a kid's watercolor kit, so the brush that it came with was a pretty cheap brush, so not really worth using.
Yeah, I don't believe in destiny, I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me, you ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes, call me aggressive with my flow, call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love, still gonna die for what I love, still gonna try, I won't give up, still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret, cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no. Some injuries, mentally and physically. Studied them religiously so I don't repeat history. And people won't admit to me they don't want a victory bad enough to get a C. They'd rather just go leave it be. I know this journey I've been on since 13, working hard and learning, never stopping searching. Yeah, it's burning, all this passion hurts me. I took action working, writing down these words. No, I'm not okay, I just wanna be something. I don't wanna be nothing, living all alone. No, I'm not alright, I'm just barely getting by. But I'll tell you I'm just fine, so you leave me alone. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret, cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no.
So I would like you guys to let me know if you enjoyed the way this video was edited, because I'm playing around with the editing and I'm still looking for one that I like. So I took out the intro video and I'm putting in music. These are Netflix music and they are copyright free. You will find out more about it in the description. And my question for you is, would you like the full music at once, or would you like it in pieces? So it could be like the first minute of the song, then I talk, then you hear the first minute of the song, I continue talking, you hear the second minute of the song, I continue talking, you hear the last minute of the song. Like, I would like to know how it goes. Would you like the song to be split up into pieces, or would you like to hear the full song and then me continue talking, or Also, it would be nice if you tell me which part of the video would you like the song. Well, of course, I'm not going to be putting the song in the beginning, so it's more likely going to be in the middle or at the ending. But for this one, the song's in the middle, and I do apologize if anyone doesn't like that. Now, on to this painting. Now, I did have fun making this painting, and at first the painting was going pretty well, but then I made some mistakes, some pretty bad mistakes, which you're going to see, and that kind of just ruined the painting. But at this point in time, the painting was going amazing, and this is the thicker paper. The thicker paper, I don't really like it. I like the thinner paper, which is like really weird because, you know, you're supposed to like the thicker paper for watercolor, but the thicker paper wasn't really that well. The thinner paper, however, it was easier for me to paint on that, and it was like parchment paper, to be honest, but it wasn't, and the paper didn't get soggy or anything. This paper also did not get soggy. Both paper held up well to the watercolor, but I guess I just don't like this paper because of the mistakes I've made, which made things really awful. So maybe that's the reason why I don't like the paper. But maybe I can give it an next try. I still have one more watercolor palette that I was supposed to show you guys how it works, and I bought this one for $200, and I've bought it for quite some time. I did use it before to make a video, but I didn't edit the video or anything. I just sort of lost the video, so I'll be making it again, and it was just a watercolor painting kit. It didn't have any name. You know what? I'm pretty sure it had a name, but I didn't check the name and stuff like that, and I lost it, so it's no longer there. Now, the next thing that I would like to talk to you guys about, but I really need to stop saying that. Like, honestly, I just need to stop saying that. Anyway, I've mentioned my TikTok and everything else, and I would just like to say it would be really, really amazing if you can go ahead and give me a like and maybe subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to turn on notification if you've subscribed to the channel, so that whenever I upload new videos, more content, you will be notified. And I am trying to create a schedule and stick to it, but it's been pretty difficult considering the fact that I've been doing some other stuff right now. Anyway, I am listening to a horror story, and the horror story is there's a hidden planet. There is a hidden night planet they don't want you to know about. So I'm just sitting here outside listening to the horror story while I try to edit this video in a way that won't really look that bad. But and also wouldn't sound that bad. Anyway, the video is coming to an end, and I would just like to say I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this video to the point of where you'd want to give us a thumbs up and not a thumbs down. And just want to say goodbye, and for you guys to take care of yourself.